within hours after I posted the Saturday vlog, this happened.
People hear this thumping and they think it's part of the music. And the next thing they know, it is not part of the music. Terror is raining down on these innocent people. And one person told me, next thing you know, someone who's right next to him falls to the ground. And then another person, then you realize people are being shot next to you. This person falls to the ground, then it's time to act and try and get out of there and save their own life. That's the way it went down. It is unthinkable for such a special group of people about a football field away from me, right here, Nancy.
The calls for help kept coming. This woman, who didn't want to be identified, got text messages from her daughter and two nieces who were inside the club. Her daughter had been shot in the arm.
Please come and get us. Please come and get us now. They're shooting.
25-year-old Amanda Alvear was Snapchatting when the gunfire started. A friend captured Alvear's Snapchat video and posted it on Facebook. What you're about to hear in the background is the gunman's rapid fire. Amanda did not survive. People are screaming that people are dead, adding crazy. At 5:53 a.m., Orlando police tweeted confirmation the attack was over. Pulse shooting. The shooter inside the club is dead.
Chris, I'm trying to imagine what you're describing as people are being shot and they're falling down around you in a darkened club, people screaming, gunshots ringing out. How did you get out?
I had to crawl. I just knew that with the bottles breaking at the bar and hearing the screaming and people falling, that if the gunman or the shooter was able to go one direction, I would fall. And the person next to me, for him to get shot, I knew that's when I had to go. There was blood splattering everywhere. There was, you could hear glass breaking, people screaming, just boom, 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 just constant shooting.
Was coming on as a resident of Orlando, Florida, to talk about the terror hate crime that happened this Saturday night. Like I said, I was awake, of course, because I stay up all night, so I heard right away when this happened that it had happened, and it was just shocking, I guess. I always thought that there'd be a terrorist attack at Disney World or somewhere like that because, there's thousands of people in Disney World. So, if they really wanted to do a terrorist attack, they would go somewhere that would have a huge, huge impact. But a gay club, 350 people there that night for Latin night. So it was relatively packed, and Allie and I have driven by that location plenty of times. I don't frequent gay clubs. I don't frequent any clubs, but we have been by there numerous times in the past. We've driven by there to go other places. And so I know exactly where it is. It's like 3 blocks from ORMC, which is Orlando Regional Medical Center, which that was a blessing that the hospital was in 3 blocks away for some of the victims to be able to survive. So, I'm just in shock, and I know there's a lot of homophobic out there, and, just to be, upfront and honest with you, everybody knows that, we're Christians, and, although I don't support homosexual relationships, I don't hate homosexuals. I don't have anything against them. I've had friends that are gay. They're fun people. And as far as I'm concerned, we're all sinners. And if that's their sin, then that's their sin. But it's not my right to judge them based upon the fact that they have the sin of being gay. Where, sin is sin to me, and no sin is better or worse than another. So I have no right whatsoever to say that gay people are going to hell because they're gay, because that's not my place, and you know, this is tragic. This is, you know, nobody deserves to have to lose their life, you know, over something stupid like this. This is unnecessary. You know, they're people, they're human beings, and they deserve to live as well as we do. So, you know, that's what I want to say about that. That, you know, I feel like, you know, it's a huge tragedy. It's the worst mass murder in the United States, and it's going to go in the history books. I was just talking about this on Saturday with the vlog when I talked about the woman that was murdered at our church, and also Christina Grimmie the very night before. She was murdered as well by shots in the, you know, 3 shots in her head. So, I mean, all I can figure it's the end times coming, and, you know, we just gotta be ready because, you know, it's getting out of control, and, you know, violence, everything, you know, even people are dying that are not being murdered, but they're dying, you know, like every day almost you hear of a celebrity or somebody passing away. So there's really something going on here, and I'm only going to contribute this to the end times because, you know, God promised this in His Word that, you know, things like this will happen at the end of time.
Yeah, but...
So, well, Allie wants to pitch in even though she's standing behind the camera in her nightgown.
Yeah, but to some people that aren't Christians will say that 2016 is cursed.
She says it's cursed this year because of all the deaths.
Look at how many deaths that happened. Like, over, like, I would guess, like, about 60 people died this year so far.
But, like I said, I'm thankful that I didn't know anybody that was at the club that night. I've been to gay clubs before, way back when we were I was in St. Louis, and had a blast. I mean, the fun part about gay clubs when you're straight is you don't have to worry about guys hitting on you. And if a girl hits on you, you just tell her, I'm straight, and they leave you alone, you know. So I've had a lot of fun with gay people in gay clubs before. Like I said, you know, I'm not prejudiced, you know, because my kids are multiracial. I don't have any hate against anybody, and if you're truly a Christian, then you don't either. You know, our church has come together in this time of trouble to pray for these families and these victims, because we still believe that God is the ultimate judge, and we do not hate anybody for what their preferences are, whether it's sexual, you know, preference or whatever. It's not us to judge that. So we're having a prayer vigil, I believe, at church tomorrow. Probably won't be able to make it, but there's been a great support from our city with over 1,500 people standing in line to donate blood. However, I did read that they are not allowing any blood donations by gay men. I'm kind of prejudiced that they won't allow any gay men to donate blood. So anyway, all I can say is what they said all over again is please pray for Orlando. It's a good place, and you know, it's just really sad that all this is happening to us right now, and hopefully, well, I know we'll get through this because we still have great people living here, and you know, we've all come together to support the families that are going through this difficult time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and like I said, prayers are greatly appreciated for everyone involved in this, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Please join us in our prayers for them and their families. Good night, friend.